Okay, I think both streams are live. TikTok and TikTok and YouTube. Hey, but yes, it's true. Unyeti lwena ujoine genge elaya di awodini. Oh gosh. Sawona dali khuluma nobani sawona mamkhulu. Hey, ngibone ba-IPCC 1,000 and how many is it, 1.5 or 1.8 weddings? Is it weddings or those who were taken? Hey, the guys are eating flesh. The other one was marrying for the third time, supported by the main wife, and I'm like, what? Hey, 1.5. Wow, is that a record? Is that a record? One day we must talk about Solomon, guys. How did he do it? How did he do it? How did he do it? Because wow, that's a lot. Guys, we're still on 30-minute sessions. Guess what? I ran yesterday. Time, I think it was around 12-ish or so. Saturday, I was great. I think I felt great for the first time in a long run after running. I felt like I didn't massage, I didn't use anything. I was just super here. So I will revisit the video to see how I was moving my legs and everything else. But today, maybe let's do a short workshop about Spotrun. How you run, how you lift your legs, your body. It's just that I cannot take off my shirt because I wanted you to see how the core gets engaged. But if you approve, I can do that. So this is me on the side. This is me on the side, standing flat. As you can see, both my legs are on the ground. So when I run, how do I do this? I'm gonna come from the side. I will pass through the camera. I want you to, I will be as slow as possible. I want you to observe my strides and how I move. Just wait in the meantime, I just quickly want to hook up. So I'm wearing running shoes. I've seen some people do Spotrun barefoot. Barefoot is hard. It's one of the most gruesome things. Okay, let me reduce the volume. I think I can take much time showing you how to do it right so that it doesn't hurt. Guys on YouTube, good evening and welcome to the Spotrun session. Today, for some odd reasons, I thought let us do a Spotrun clinic. By the way, Spotrun have been nominated and won the category Best Hit Program of the Year 2025. This is by MIA, who are the Middle East and Africa marketing group. So, when I Spotrun, I started this right here in this bathroom. I used to do a lot of hits, like I will be combining, it will be your jumping jacks, your burpees, your everything. But then I'm a runner. I'm like, this is COVID times. We're not allowed to run outside. What can I do to stay fit for running, not fit for the body? Then I'm like, I have gym at work, but I cannot use it because of COVID. Then I think, when one is running on the treadmill, you are in one place. And if you are using your device, you are able to see your time counting. Then I just say, let me mimic running on the spot as if I'm on the road. Same posture, same everything. So it started like that. First day it was terrible because I'm a 6-minute runner. When I'm running, I relax at 6 minutes. But my very first kilometer took me about 9 minutes. I didn't know what it is. I had to figure out what makes it 9 on the spot, whereas on the road it's 6. Then I realized that it's because of my function. I use a Garmin. By then I was still using an Epson. So any device can work on the spot. So you are not bound to go buy a very expensive device. You can buy Polaroid. It's also a good brand. There's 2 other brands that I tested. Polaroid is one of them. So a 400 rand, though, for those who are in South Africa, 400 rand, which will be like your, can be $10, should be less, or is it 10? A dollar is around 18, but 400 South African money, you can convert your currency. You can get a device that can last you 30 to an hour while measuring your distance, your heart rate, and giving you the amount of calories burned. So I then realized that you need to set your watch either on treadmill or indoor track or indoor running. Why? Because when you put it immediately on indoor something or treadmill, it disables the GPS. So you don't, like I said, you don't need to go for those fancy watches. So, plus Kasongo, Akuku. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. I don't know. So, yeah, that Kasongo comment took me out of what I'm saying because of, yeah. You see, sometimes I must just disable for people whom I don't follow, not comment, because they will just say Kasongo, we don't know what that means. Back to the running spot. So, function, put your watch on treadmill, indoor running, or indoor track. It disables the GPS, then it's able to count all your steps and convert that into a distance. I have seen people cheating on spot. Cheating in a way that they will just be wanting to move their arms faster than the legs, which at the end of the day, it might give you a very good time. That when you are a top runner, you can average 3 minutes, 40 seconds per kilometer and all that. All I say is we all know our capabilities. So what you can pull on the spot, you should be able to pull on the road. How we test it, it's easy. Suppose we are running 30 minutes today, and we are saying we are doing it at a slow pace. Slow pace, it means that it will even be below your normal running pace. So you are just so relaxed. So let's say your slow pace, you are averaging around 7 minutes to 7:30. You should be able to pull that on the road when you are doing small pace. In fact, on the spot, your heart rate might be higher. And on the road, your heart rate might be lower, but you are pulling the same time. So you just need to also to say, when we are doing this, it's not more about how fast you run or how many kilometers you can cover. It's good if you can cover a lot of kilometers in a short time, because then it says you are working hard to maintain your pace as well as to work at your heart rate, which then improves your VO2 max. We'll talk about the VO2 some other time. I just want to show you how I run on the spot versus how I run on the road. You can check. I will make some videos of comparing myself on the spot and comparing it to a road running video that I have. I might have a few of road running videos. So this is me straight. This is how I will be running. This is how I will be talking on the road. So what you do on the spot, you do on the road. You don't do something different. If you find yourself running different on the spot than on the road, just know that something is not, we are not balancing the equation, because you're not supposed to do it differently. It's not supposed to hurt. So if you say sports run hurt, it must only hurt your mind, because you are so used to be running away from the sport. So your mind will be hurting, because now you are going nowhere, but you must maintain the same pace, the same body posture, and your arm movement and everything else. By the way, on Saturday, I met some guys, they know I do sport run. One of the guys was like, this thing is working, because we can even see the fees on your legs, and look how fit you are. And I'm like, okay, as long as you can see it. But let's quickly do that foundation face, running on the spot, body posture. Right now I'm straight. I cannot run like this. That's not how I will even be running on the road. So when I run, I don't want to rest my weight on my knees, on my waist. So I bend a bit. So I bend a bit. So when I do this, you are able to move your legs backwards, your core engaged nicely with your arm movement away from the body. Your lungs are able to work without being congested, without being suffocated. So if you move your arms too much, already I hold a breath, but I could breathe out with difficulty. But when my arms are nice and loose, my lungs works nice and easy. This is how I'll be running on the road. So for those, I'm gonna run past the camera. You must just observe my body posture, and I'll come back and be on the spot. Observe my body posture. Zero change. Same. That's why even when I'm on the road, I enjoy the road. So for those who will be in Pretoria on the 1st of May, you will be seeing me on the road. That will be for the second time this year. I've only ran once on the road this year when I qualified for the Comrade Marathon. My qualifying time was not bad. 4 hours, 12 minutes. It wasn't bad. Is it 4 hours, 12 or 4 hours, 9? I think somewhere around there. My target for the first, because I just want to put more time on the legs, I want to do 4 hours, 30 minutes. I was working out the average pace this afternoon. It's around 6:24. It should be very easy for me. It's more like walking, so I can run, walk until I finish. But for the comrades this year, God willing, I want to run 3 comrades on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I want to do 3 comrades: sport, road, or sport. So that will also depend on how I finalize with the organizers. But let's see how everything's gonna pan out. So I really need now to work on my body, to work on refueling, to work on replenishing as to at what point do I eat, at what point do I drink, and then I will also be having my medical team with me. So that's how we'll go. So I'm gonna show you how we run, how we put. Okay, so we run differently, and I have observed many runners, top runners. Some will be heel strike, quick mid-foot front. Others will be mid-front heel, but most are mid-front heel because then they don't want to hurt themselves. So it's more like when you're jumping, you don't land with your heels. Then you go and you might then injure yourself. Your joints might lock. But when you are jumping from the above, you want to land softly. Like I will jump now just to show you how one will land. So you will be like you are landing, and then you are coming down. So similar to when I run, I don't want to hurt my joints by pouncing on the hill, but you want to do it mid-front, heel a bit, and move. So also the type of shoes we use for running differs. So one day we'll talk about running shoes. We'll talk about carbon plate shoes. We'll talk about normal shoes as to how does that help us. So I'm gonna do my first. I will do maybe one or two just for you to see. So here comes Kenneth. Here comes Kenneth. He just passed. Look how easy it looks like. So that's me like Totobin. Okay, I'm gonna come, same. I just stop, still on the spot. As you can see, the movement is still the same. I'm away, still maintaining the same movement. Hi, same movement, still the same. You can look at my legs, still the same. Still the same. I can go forward. I can't go, I don't run backward. So, but all I'm showing you is don't be too tense. I've seen some other people when they do sport running, it's more like they're holding something not to come out. It's like you can see the veins. Relax your body. Relax your body. Look at the arms. Relax your body. Yes, intensity in terms of fighting, when you are running faster and all that, that's the speed you add into everything else. But more than that, trust me, you will enjoy Spotrun and you're gonna preserve or you're gonna get rid of the injuries that you have, especially your joints injuries, your knee injuries. With Spotrun, it's supposed to make those injuries go away. So, happy Monday. We're gonna do a 30-minute session. Today I was hoping to do a very medium to high pace session, meaning we are all dry now. At the end of 30 minutes, we should all be sweating. So I'm not sure. Are you guys up for a sweat session or you up for a nice and easy pace session? Let's talk. I will read the comments now. Are you up for a medium to high or a medium pace? So still with medium, we should sweat. Medium to high, we should drip. Slow to medium, you might sweat with 10 minutes to go, but I really feel like sweating, honestly speaking. I really feel like sweating. Want to bring it on. Okay, I like that. I like that. Kumar, how are you? Kumar is all the way from India. I hope you're good. Kumar, are you doing sport run? Do you have a community that can do sport run with us? Kumar is on YouTube. Okay, somebody say let's sweat. Okay, so we're gonna sweat. Let me find a mix that will really bring the sweat out of us. Yesterday, for some odd reason, when I was doing my run, for the first time, so to say, I could do 5:30 something in the very first lap. Usually my first kilometer, it's around 6 minutes, 6:10, because then I'm getting my body warmed up and. So, okay, somebody else says let's sweat. So guys, I'm giving you 30 seconds to prepare. We're gonna sweat. We're gonna sweat. We're gonna sweat. I'm just setting up the, okay, medium to high. I like that. It's gonna be 30 minutes. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. I'm just now getting the right mix to make us sweat. I think this does. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, it's about sweating. That's what we needed. Every time when I do Spotrun, wow, feels amazing. It's more like that injection that keeps you going has just been injected in your body, fuel your body. You ordered high pace you got. Look at the sweat. Guys, even in winter, this is how we sweat. Imagine if you are overweight or obese and every day you work out like this, you sweat in the comfort of your home without anybody judging you on the road to say, look at her, she will never do anything, she will never. Guys, I have people who have lost so much weight just by doing what we're doing. Bring your road, your treadmill posture to the spot. Get going. I'm telling you, you will see wonders. You will see wonders. Siyabonga, sigijima simenda wewa. That's why sport, the sport in my name, if you check it, it doesn't have an R, which says it's a sport. You pick a sport and it's a sport run. You run on the sport. So you shouldn't be asking that question, Siyabonga. You must just join us and feel amazing, feel great. Guys, my body is toned from the sport. For the past 5, by the way, today we are celebrating 5 years since Spotrun was established. It was established on this day during COVID. Remember, we have just passed 20 days of lockdown, and then we thought things were going to be made easy because they didn't allow us to run on the road. That's when Spotrun was birthed. And today we are celebrating 5 years of existence. And on top of that, in 5 years, we've achieved a lot. We have registered Spotrun as a company, private-owned company. It's trademarked. So that was one of the most big achievements. But last week, we received an award, the best hit program of the year. Guys, it doesn't get better than this. I mean, and we're still gonna celebrate that. I was talking to some sponsors today for the event that we want to launch. If all goes well, I will want all of us to run on the same shoes. So that says I'm going to speak to my sponsor to bring shoes for testing. You can run on those shoes for the day. I will speak with my clothes wear sponsor to provide us with similar shirts. We must just all look the same on the day because we will be celebrating something big, something that, honestly speaking, I never envisaged it. And God knows, I just kept working. Like, there was a whole lot of negative talks, and I just brushed that off because I could feel what it's doing to my soul, what it's doing to my body. And I'm like, sometimes when people are presenting their dreams, don't crush the dream, support the dream. Now, I mean, by then I couldn't say they were jealous. They just couldn't comprehend that I am, or one is able to run certain kilometers from one place. Where we came to one understanding was when I asked them, how does the distance measure on the treadmill when you are in one place? And then they couldn't answer me, all of them. And today they are the most supporters of Spotrun. So we do have those whom their negativity is not necessarily negativity, but they just want to understand. I couldn't explain to them then because I have just started it. I'm just feeling how I'm feeling until we launch the scientific study on Spotrun. So for those who will want more information, I will be meeting with my team when? I think it's next week because my main doctor is traveling in Europe with Blue Bulls and the others are in Hermanas and all that, but we have arranged a meeting where everybody is coming together, then we can sit. First, I want us to celebrate with the team the achievement, and secondly, we want to plan the big final launch. So, if you are obese and you don't know what to do, I can invite you. The final launch, it will be in a similar fashion of total weight loss. So if you join the study, you will honestly see big results. And I will provide you with the link where to register, where to log in your daily data, and boom. Let's see what will happen in you. I have noticed the network is not stable on this side. Okay, on both sides. The network is not stable on both sides. But guys, I can't thank you more. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 5. But ubona ku TV. Naive for more. Naive. Guys, how was your Easters? I hope you enjoyed the Easters. Said note, may his soul rest in peace. Pope passed away not so long ago. I saw it's breaking the news. So the Vatican have lowered the flag, and to everybody who is in this situation, may God bless you, may God protect you. Unfortunately, the Bible says we are made to live once and then comes death. But I think the most important thing is how you live your life now to get rewarded with another when he comes. So that's me talking from the Christian side. I don't know what you believe in. I don't know if you believe that when you pass away now, you are converted into something. I don't know. All I'm saying is one thing, which is the equalizer in the whole world, is death. Regardless of who you are, how big you are in terms of status of this world, we will all die. So may God bless you once again. And unfortunately, tomorrow we're not gonna have the evening session at the usual time. We also have death at church. So one of our elderly grandma passed away. So she will be buried on Wednesday. So meaning that tomorrow we will have a prayer session. It's from 6 to 7 or 7 to 8, somewhere there, but there's a prayer session which will obviously hamper with our time. So two things. It's either we can run late or we can not run at all. It's up to you. If you give me a time, we can run. Even at 9, I can run. I don't have a problem. But I will run in the morning just in case we don't run in the evening. But when Wednesday we will have a morning run as well because the funeral is starting at 7. So Wednesday we will also have a morning run. I will make sure that I run, quickly prepare and go to the funeral, and then evening things will be back. So that's all from me. I hope you all had a wonderful evening. Guys on YouTube, goodbye. I will quickly greet the guys on TikTok as usual.